11 seed, surviving a huge onslaught from the Belgian youngster, but as we said in commentary, his day will surely come on that evidence. Ian White and Alan Norris have got a lot to live up to in this one. The benchmark has been set this weekend, especially by that Thornton-Vandenberg match. But this is the final match of the afternoon session. Ian White seeded 8, a man who reached the semi-finals in Riesa 3 weeks ago, hoping to go one better, maybe two better perhaps, by winning the tournament itself. But he's up against a man who was a very effective performer yesterday in his 6-2 win against Andy Smith. It's Chuck Norris, Alan Norris, his opponents in this one. Rod Harrington alongside me. Rod, the Thornton match, first of all, what a brilliant performance by both players.
Yes, unbelievable. I think you've got to hand it to Robert for digging in deep as well. But that's what these youngsters are all about. They're lively, they're brilliant players, and they're not scared of anybody. I mean, Robert Thornton's a seasoned professional, you know, a major winner. And we say it so many times, the future is very rosy for these youngsters coming through. But this game here, I mean, I can't split them. I would have had them 5 to 6 to 2 for sure. I think we're going to see over the 9.5 legs in this match, which is a little bit, if you're having a tiffle, is one of the best ones. Sometimes there ain't always value in backing a winner. If you look at the other markets the bookmakers are doing, then there is some value laying around, and I think over on the legs is certainly the value in this match.
55.
So Ian White finally putting together a decent run in Europe. He had 3 second-round defeats, no wins in the first 3 tournaments of the European calendar. Broke his duck in Venray by finally winning a match. He beat Jeffrey de Zwaan 6-4, but then went out to Kim Huybrechts, but then put that good run together in Riesa. It was long overdue, eventually losing 6-3 to Michael Smith, who, of course, went on to win the trophy. Smith on stage tonight, by the way, seeded 4th here in Düsseldorf. Mervyn King awaiting the winner of this one, who safely through after beating Wes Newton a couple of matches ago, 6-3.
Yes, that was a good solid performance by Mervyn King. Wes Newton just missing, you know, a couple of legs there. He's missed darts at doubles and missed a big number now and again, and that's cost him. But when you're playing someone as consistent as Mervyn King, then you're always opening yourself up to it. But at the moment, both these players fairly consistent.
137. You only require 157.
Well, an outside chance of a break here for Ian White. The chance is on hold, of course, now, but Norris with 90 to find. Well, he's found 50 of them, double top. Well, that's brilliant. Nicely done.
Well, we call that the aggressive route. Normally, it's the big 20s or the treble 20, but he's gone bullseye double top and hit it in 2, and that's an exceptional finish from Alan Norris.
A good solid start from White as he looks to respond.
50.
Well, the last game of the afternoon session here. Another packed audience this evening.
123.
Again, even hotter. It's absolutely boiling up there this afternoon, and this evening could be even. Although the sun will drop, I know the heat will still stay in the hall, and with the extra people coming in. It's lucky we're not situated in the hall, blowing all the hot air as well. We do over the course of the afternoon and evening.
118.
Yeah, the person operating the sausage grill hasn't got a good job today. Envy anybody being stuck in a kitchen on a day like this.
Well, double top for Ian White to level it up.
48.
Well, he's going to come back.
$92. You require 10.
Well, Ian White here has avoided double five. Maybe a sensible ploy, and it is. Good thinking that from Ian White, just to avoid the danger of splitting it with the fives. And we are level at one apiece.
Wow, right out frozen. $100. $100.
Bit of a lull in the crowd, as you can hear as well, after the drama of the Thornton-Vandenberg match.
Yes, and young Dimitri did give it a little bit, didn't he?
I've just wondered whether Bob might have took exception to a bit of that when he started during a match as well, to then move all the way over to the other side of the stage and whip the crowd up. Not really the done thing at times, is it?
No, it isn't. And if you remember, when we was in Salzburg, Rodriguez did it to Robert Thornton as well. And not the right thing to do to a Glaswegian. Lucky he's a young man.
Yeah.
44. They only require 161.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, whipping the crowd up, not the greatest of things to do against your opponent.
It's all well and good if you're walking back from the hockey, but to move all the way over to the side of the stage, keeping your opponent waiting as well. Well, Alan Norris here, this is very neat and tidy indeed.
Well, a chance here for Ian White to break the throw.
Absolutely.
He'll go 20 for double 18, I think. I don't understand that because of the nines route.
Yeah,
but,
I was thinking that. Surely it's better to go 16 tops, and then at least if you miss the tops, you've got a double 10. Not a fan of that. And, well, Norris has punished him anyway.
Yes, you're right. I mean, the double top coming down to the double 10, especially right-handed, it literally is. If you stand there and point, that's where the double 10 is. So it isn't a hard change. But from the 18s to the 9s, everybody struggles on it.
Now a chance here for Norris to post his first maximum of the match. Not to be. Hit 5 180s yesterday in that 6-2 win over the Pieman, Andy Smith.
Well, you can see Ian White dominating the front 9. Finds himself, and the overall average, but finds himself 2-1 down. And he had a chance to go 2-1 up himself, 2 darts. And now he could find himself 3-1 down.
Well, Norris is playing only his second European Tour event. He made his debut in Venray, where he lost 6-4 to Jelle Klaassen in round 1. So this already is his best ever run in Europe. Beat Darren Webster 6-2 in the third round of qualifying as well.
100. Alan required 98.
Didn't play badly against Jelle as well in Holland.
86. In the requirement.
Well, he might come back. Double 6 for the break. White with work to do.
Excuse me, Ian White needs to take this out. And he needs that bullseye. That was a bit of a poor showing at the bullseye from White. But now Norris going to get 3 clear darts.
Getting closer.
And
there he is. He has the break. And he's halfway to a place in the third round. The last 16 tomorrow, where he would play Mervyn King.
Well, so we go back to leg 3. And Ian White had 2 clear darts and a double to take that 2-1 lead, and that would have given him the breaker throw. And while he was still thinking about that, Norris has stepped up broke the throw of Ian White. Now he leads 3-1. Just shows you how quickly the game can change.
125.
Well, we've had a little bit of everything this morning. Well, this afternoon, I should say, in this first session of the day.
140.
And like yesterday, the checkouts have been of a very, very high class. Things will only get better as well. On stage tonight, the Riesa champion Michael Smith, the number 2 seed James Wade is second up against Dirk van Duivenbode. Chizzy against Klaassen is one to watch out for as well. And of course, the world number 1, Michael van Gerwen, a 4-time winner on the European Tour this year against the Welshman Jamie Lewis. Van der Voort on stage 2, Whitlock, Peter Wright, defending champion is here as well. Final match of the night as Norris finally posts his first maximum of the match.
Well, what a time to do it.
Couldn't have picked a better time to do it. 2 darts away from a 4-1 lead.
18. Alan required 41.
9-16, no, 1 tops is his preferred routes. Needs to be closer. Well, maybe a chance here for White to break back. Can't afford to squander this opportunity. Will it be 3-2? Will it be 4-1? He's hit the 10. 16, 1 dart at it.
30.
Made to pay here.
20.
Could be made to pay. He's got a big reprieve here, Ian White.
32.
Yes, a big miss there for Norris. White's got to make him pay. He's got to get himself back in this game. This would be for a break of throw.
16.
And he's gone and missed 3 darts and a double as well.
Wow.
Alan required 10.
Just not convincing at all.
Well, one player can take complete control and the other one can get himself back in the game.
Oh.
No score. Ian requires 16.
Well, 1 from 10 so far for Ian White on doubles. 3 from 14 for Alan Norris. Double 4.
Game shown.
And finally,
Six leg in to throw first.
Ian White breaks back and it's 3-2. Norris prowling around at the back of the stage, knows
well, if Norris
he's allowed
goes,
White back in. Yeah.
If he goes and loses this match, you've got to say that leg 5 was where he lost it. To go 4-1 up, you know, not many people come back from 4-1 up. I do realise that it happens, but percentage-wise it doesn't that much. Ian White now thinks, well, I've had a bit of luck here, let's move on now.
123. 97. 59.
A scratchy 6th leg from both players.
64.
Neither taking the game by the scruff of the neck here.
Well, Ian White may get 6 darts from 260. Norris, a minimum of a ton. But that's a good first dart. Should find the treble from there.
100.
And does.
Require 160.
Well, we see Terry Jenkins take this out earlier this afternoon.
Ian White won't.
60. Alan, you require 100.
So Norris in a good position to break back straight away here.
60.
But failing to take the opportunity again.
100.
Needs to see this first dart go in the treble 20. Will he go double top, or stay on the treble 20? He's gone for the 2 double tops.
21.
Oh, and he's hit the 1 as well.
You require 40.
Well.
Game shown at 6 leg.
And Norris does break back for a 4-2 lead.
7th leg, Allen to throw first. Game on.
Well, it's not quite the high-octane encounter that we had in the Thornton-Vandenberg match. It was always asking a lot for these two to maintain the drama. But Alan Norris has got the crowd on their feet once again with that opening 1080. Another hammer for Ian White.
Yes, it's not the performance from Ian White that we expected, to be quite honest. I thought he was going to be a lot more consistent
59.
than he has been. Made it relatively easy for Alan Norris to get a good lead.
100. $92.
Well, the averages are far from spectacular.
100. Alan, you require 170.
The finishing has left a bit to be desired as well at times today.
134.
But I don't suppose Norris will mind all that if he can book his place in the last 16 tomorrow.
Well,
that's all he can do.
Yes, he's going to get 3 clear darts at double 18.
97.
And you would feel the way the game is going,
36.
that he's not going to let a 5-2 lead let slip.
Alan Norris, 8th leg, you to throw first. Game on.
I think you have to go back to leg 3 when Ian White had 2 clear darts to break the throw of Norris and to take a 2-1 lead himself. Well, that's when, for me, the game has been lost by Ian White.
There's the milestone, 100 maximums of the weekend so far, as we effectively approach the halfway stage of the weekend as well.
$83. 93.
Well, 2 180s in this leg for Ian White. But it is the next leg. That's the important one, because he's going to have to break the Norris throw as long as he cleans this up. 18 for double top. That's the 11 dart leg. Now he could have done with saving one of those 180s to kick this leg off with.
Yeah.
2 180s in a leg is great, but on your throw, sometimes you don't need them.
43.
There's the door ajar a little bit for Ian White.
Well, it's something that could be exploited. 43 from Norris to start things off in leg 9. Yeah, by far the most efficient leg of the match so far. Just that 113 dart leg from Norris.
Well, White has got the throw now. Needs to find another treble to really punish. Yeah, the trouble is he had a chance there, but it still leaves the door open for Norris to come in with a big score, which he isn't going to do. Well, that's 9 darts without a treble. On a mega important leg for Norris. He's stepping up with the throw to go for the next round, and he just hasn't done it.
No, 9 darts to score 146. Not good enough at this stage of the match. Might get away with it. But White's in a good position to break back once again.
58.
Can't buy a treble at the moment.
No, that's 12. So White's going to get at least 6 darts from here. Probably 9.
60. 60.
Well. It's all unravelled here for Alan Norris with the finishing line in sight.
Yes, unbelievable. 15 darts without a treble for Alan Norris.
40.
But Ian White has thrown 6 darts himself and only scored about 100. So a big score here from Norris.
45.
Oh.
In the required
18
by a
darts
treble.
without a treble.
Game shot.
And, well, the less said about that leg for Alan Norris, the better. Ian White does have the break.
Game on.
Norris has, of course, broken White already today. If he can do it again, he's through to the last 16. But Ian White has his tail up here a little bit.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how that last leg's affected Norris.
93.
He threw 18 darts without hitting a treble and made it very easy for Ian White.
60.
21 darts, plus the leg before as well, whatever.
That's incredible. Ian White's probably thinking, I cannot believe it.
100.
At long last.
Probably hit 3 now.
100.
Well, as long as Ian White stays straight, we could be going to a decider, and anything, although Norris will throw first in that decider, anything could happen. And at one time, at 5-3 up, you're thinking, you know, he should not be losing this game from here.
And you can see it in his face. He's just looking very, very edgy and anxious, isn't he? Needs to just try and find some composure from somewhere. Not out of this leg, though. That's put White in a good position. Norris 129 behind.
60.
And he's chipped only 60 off that deficit as well.
Well, that's only 2 trebles in 30 darts at the board. Well, if you have backed over on legs, then you are certainly quids in.
140.
It's more like it from Norris, but it could be too little too late as far as this leg is concerned. Ian White has 3 darts at double 16, and we are into a decider. Not sure if throwing first is any particular advantage for Norris right now, the way he's throwing. And once again, he fails to find a treble.
That is unbelievable. The way he played yesterday, the way he started the game off scoring, you'd have thought, well, no problem at all, but that's 4 trebles in 36 darts for Alan Norris. But White has not punished him.
100.
Flip of a coin job, this one. As far as predicting a winner is concerned.
45.
No, it's White that can't hit a treble.
Just amazing how the tide turns so quickly in a game like this.
100.
Well, 155 is Norris's cushion here. Oh, he needed that. He needed that.
Yeah, it kind of gets him back to more or less level pegging, darts-wise.
140.
Well, anything but a 140 is not going to be enough for Ian White. And then he's got to hope, or a 180 would really put the pressure on. It needs the 140.
83.
That's certainly the 83 is not enough. So 6 darts for Alan Norris to finally wrap this game up.
He's looking for the treble 14 there to leave tops. He's only found a single 14, but he sets it up nicely for the next visit, which will come his way. White all he can do is put some pressure on here. Especially with the way that Norris has been finishing of late as well.
Yes, I mean, he's got to hope that Norris comes inside this double four.
Getting closer. And my, oh my, Alan Norris is a very, very lucky man to be in the last 16 tomorrow. He looks to be in a very good position when he led by 5 legs to 2. Credit to Ian White for fighting back to 5 all. Missed doubles aplenty. 21 darts without a treble at one stage as well for Alan Norris at the business end of that one. And just when it looks as though Ian White was going to finish him off, Norris found something in reserve, just about enough to get through to face Mervyn King tomorrow in the last 16. Only his second appearance on the European Tour, and he is through to the business end of the weekend tomorrow, round 3. Now, of course, talking of business ends of the tournaments, we have the evening session coming up from 7 o'clock, and what an absolute feast in store tonight. Michael Smith, Riesa champion, kicking things off against Mensur Suljovic, James Wade, Kim Huybrechts, Vincent van der Voort, Chizzy's here. So too is the defending champion Peter Wright, Simon Whitlock in the penultimate match of the night. Michael van Gerwen as well on stage, the world #1 up against Jamie Lewis. Keep it here at the European Darts Open from 7 o'clock local time here tonight.
Qualifying for all these major events, reaching the top 32?
Yeah, this European Tour is fantastic. You get to play in front of a crowd that's all leaving at the moment. And yeah, get to Ali Pala, you know, enjoy my first year.
Thanks. See you tomorrow. Alan Norris. Der hat sich zum Ziel gesetzt, in diesem Jahr den Ali Pala zu erreichen. Er will bei der WM mit dabei sein in seinem ersten PDC-Jahr. Und er sagt, das war hinten raus eng, das war knapp, aber er hat es geritzt bekommen. Am Ende nicht ganz so viele Triple getroffen, wie er das getan hat. Ihr macht euch schon auf den Weg nach draußen, das ist okay. Ich habe für euch nochmal den Spielplan.